Well, hello everyone. So here I am on Namecheap account, and here I'll show you how to install the web app or our Laravel backend in Namecheap. Okay. Well, now I'm going to upload our backend in a subdomain. So first I'll go ahead and search for subdomain. Yes, so this is the one we want. And here I have a domain. So this is the main domain, and here I'll write a name. Simply I would call it shop. So it would create a subdomain shop dot Borjal 3 Rab store. Okay, so this is the main domain. Now it would become subdomain. Anyway, so I'll click on this, create, and it should create one. Okay, all right, so most probably I clicked on it twice, so it says that there is a problem because it's already created one. Okay, so it is a bit slow. Anyway, so here is my subdomain. Now over here we are going to upload our web app. Okay, all right, and now over here we'll come over here and we'll see inside this home and Burj we have this subdomain over here. Well, now this is pretty much empty. Okay, and right over here actually we'll upload our web app. Okay, now here I'll click on I'll select this one. Okay, this is selected, and I'll upload so I'll click over here and select my file. Now my file is on desktop and this one. Okay, so I'll upload it. Now it may take a bit of time to get uploaded. It was in the server speed. Okay, so now I see that it's done, so I'll go back, and right over here we'll see this archive.zip. So we'll extract it, and we'll extract it right here. We'll close it, and everything is here. Now what I'll do, I'll go ahead and delete that, and we're good to go. This is the env file, and we'll click on it and we'll edit it. So this is the env file, and over here we have this app name, which is the app URL actually. Well, this is the app URL, and over here we need to set up our database and username and password. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead over here in our Namecheap dashboard, and I'll search for PHP my admin. So I'll click on this and we'll go over there. So while we do see we have a database here, but this is not what we want to use. So we want to create a new one, and for this reason we'll click on this one, MySQL databases, and over here I'll create a new one. I'll call it shop, and then I'll click over here, which with this I'll be able to create a database, and that was the database name, and we need to create a user for it. We'll call it shop as well, and over here we'll use a password. Okay, make sure it is a strong password. Okay, then we'll create user, and over here we'll go back, and then this time we need to connect our user and the database together. Okay, so whatever the user and database you have created, click on them. Now click on this and make change. Okay, now if we come to our phpMyAdmin, and we'll see over here the newly created database. Okay, so this is the one that we have created, and now over here we'll import it. Okay, all right, and so this is the database we want to upload, and we'll click on this, and over here it got selected, and we'll click on this go. Okay, so this is the database, and all of it here, it got uploaded. Great. Now we'll come to our env file, this one. So over here I'll put the database name, So the database name was let me check actually the database name. I think this was the database name, so I'll copy this one and I'll put it here, and the username was the same, and the password I'll put it, but I'm not going to show it in the video. Okay, after that you can just save it. Okay, great. Now with this we should be pretty good to go, because we have set up our env file and everything is here. And well, click on this public folder. Let's see, I think we don't need this, so we'll delete that. If you don't have this one, so you're good to go, and as well as this one. Okay, so these are the files that we don't need. Okay, so now we'll come back, go back. Okay, and let's see, hit on our URL. There was a shop.bourgeois3rab.store. Okay, we'll see what goes or shows up here. Now this is pointing to a page over here, and this page is actually this one. Okay, now we need to point it to the public folder, because the public folder is the entry point of our app. Okay, now to be able to do that, I have like a tutorial, sorry, so how to do that. So let's see, go ahead and find it. So I'll look for the tutorial, e-commerce. Okay, now let's see, yeah, this is the one that I want. Okay, all right, so now for it we have a solution how to point it to public folder for our website. So I'm going down and looking for it. Okay, so over here, actually I'll copy this one. Okay, and I'll come over here. Okay, so over here, so I need to create a new file, and that file would be htaccess. With this file we'd be able to point our website to the public directory, but of course it's empty, so we'll go ahead and put it whatever we just copied just now from here. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, all right, I'll put a link below if you want it. Anyway, so now let's see, I think we already saved the file, right? Okay, save it. It's saved. Now let's see. Okay, let's see what goes on. Yes, this is the front end of Laravel, and here we'll go to the back end. Okay, now we know the back end, and you need to, this is for backend notification, you need to allow it, and then I'll type in the password. Okay, so here we are. This is your dashboard for restaurants. Okay, all right, so here you have food category, users, and things like that. Okay, so here is your zone. You can create a new zone from here. You need to allow it. Okay, and here is your orders. If you want to see, here is your food category for like that, and here is your business settings. Okay, so all of the things you can change from here. So yeah, that's it. So that's how you install your web app, the backend API to a host server.